What's going on, guys? So as you can see, we got some fresh snow. So I figured I'd do a quick video on the SnowBlower because so many people are asking about it. Nothing really special, but I figured I'd talk about it a little bit here. This is a Troy-Bilt. I usually keep this in my locked shed, but when I know a storm's coming, I pull it out here to make it easy so I don't have to drag it through 4 feet of snow. The entire backyard's probably got over 4 feet at this point. So yeah, let's dust this thing off so you can see what model it is and everything. It's a 2410, the Storm. Now I've had this snowblower for probably 6 years now, and I love it. I mean, it's a must-have item if you live in northeastern Pennsylvania, where I live. It's just something you have to have. I mean, you could shovel a path and stuff, but to do my driveway anyway over and over and over again throughout these storms all winter, you just have to have this. You know, totally save your back. This, I believe, has like a half-gallon tank of gas. I could do the whole driveway in about, you know, one shot with it, which is not bad. This one's a 24-inch bucket. All right. They obviously make them bigger and smaller. They make snow blowers with all kinds of bells and whistles. This one has a manual crank for the thrower, so you can angle it. Let me show you that real quick in case you're not familiar with snow blowers. But basically, as you're blowing the snow, all right, this is where you're going to be throwing the snow, right? So you can crank this one side or the other side, and then the top, you can loosen this so that it's throwing higher or lower. As all the snow builds up on the banks, I have to, you know, raise this so that it shoots higher over instead of hitting it and dropping down. All right, so I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Like I said, this has the manual auger, all right, or the crank to throw it where you want. This does have an electric start, so you can plug that in. Makes it a heck of a lot easier, but I don't mind pulling it. It's not a big deal. Cranks over fairly easily, which we're going to do right now. So hopefully you guys get a good angle. I got all my gear on and stuff, so the GoPro is on my head. So anyway, I want to pump a little bit of gas, all right, into the line. So I get this started. I put this on choke on the bottom here, and we go ahead and pull start it. Actually, before I do, one thing I want to mention while you can still hear me is the fact that the gears have shifted. I don't know what happened here. I'm sure someone out there can explain this. I'm sure maybe there's something I just have to tighten. Maybe it's just a maintenance thing. But you can see there's forward 1 through 6. Okay, so there's 6 different speeds. The wheels are self-propelled. All right. There's no automatic turning. Some of the newer models have all kinds of stuff, headlights and turning, and there's a, you know, toggle to move the auger and all that stuff. This one's pretty basic, but there's 6 forward speeds and 2 reverse speeds. Now, what's really strange is that the whole thing got shifted backwards. So reverse 1 is actually the first forward speed. It's the slowest speed forward. I lost reverse 2. So reverse 2 became reverse 1. So I don't know what happened there. Like I said, maybe something's just loose. All right. But I usually don't use the slowest speed anyway. So here we go. Just pull start. Give it a good yank. We'll let it warm up a minute and then we'll start throwing some snow. All right, so I'm shutting it off for a second because you're not gonna be able to hear me when I'm actually running this because it's just too loud. But again, if you haven't used a snowblower before, it's really straightforward. This here, when you push this lever down, this turns the auger. So this will actually start spinning the front blades. It'll chop up the snow and ice and stuff, suck it in and throw it out the top, okay? The right one here is what actually starts propelling it forward, okay? So, you know, as I'm going, if I wanna, you know, stop throwing the snow, it's hard. I mean, in your situation, it depends on when you want to throw it. Like I have front steps, I'm going to throw it to the right, but then I'm going to stop throwing it so I don't cover my front steps, which I am going to have to shovel anyway. You know what I mean? So we're just going to, you know, throw a little snow here, just in case you haven't seen that before. I'm sure you have, but just people were asking about this, so I'm making a video on it. So here we go. Turn it back on. Come on. There we go. All right, so I mean, obviously, you don't have to watch me snow blow the whole driveway. You can see right now we have probably about maybe 4 or 5 inches tops. This is the first half of the storm. Supposed to get another, 6 to 8 tonight. We'll see what happens, but it's pretty straightforward stuff. It's kind of like if you've ever mowed a lawn. All right, you don't want to take a full bucket load each time. So you want to cut in. So if I wanted to do another strip here, I'm going to come forward, but I'm going to basically put the snow only halfway into the bucket. All right, so I don't have to keep going back and forth as I'm throwing snow on either side of it, if that makes sense. So I'll do a couple more strips here and we're going to call it a day. So anyway, I'm going to say my goodbye now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any interest in snow blowers, I'm not a small engine expert by any means, but this one works out great. I got this from Home Depot. Again, I had it for about 6 years. No issues other than the gears moving. So again, maybe someone has an explanation for that. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I paid, I think, $5.99 for it, and it is a lifesaver. If you don't have one and you have snow, you got to get one. So that's pretty much it. So that's all. Just do a couple more passes here for you, and then we'll call it a day. You can see the reverse. But reverse one, it goes forward. I don't know why. That's it. Hope you have a great day. See you later.